we are going to learn about photosynthesis. To know about photosynthesis, we first need to look how the leaf adapts to obtain nutrition. The leaf is attached to the stem, which is further attached to the roots to obtain water and minerals. The leaf has a large surface area. It is always oriented at an angle because it has to receive the sunlight. The lower surface of the leaf has stomata and the leaf blade has veins. If you look into the structure of the leaf, the transverse section shows the upper and the lower layer. The upper layer has palisade layer, the lower has spongy parenchyma, and the lower epidermis has opening of stomata for the exchange of gases. The central portion shows that there is the xylem and the phloem for the uptake of the material. Now in this palisade layer are present the palisade cells. The palisade cells have chloroplast, the cell organelle, which helps in photosynthesis. Now from class 9th, if we look at the structure of the chloroplast, we see that it has the outer membrane, the inner membrane, and the cavity is filled with the gel-like substance which has many enzymes, and in it are a stack like thylakoids, and the stack is called grana, and on the grana are present the chlorophyll pigments which receives the sunlight. With this apparatus, the fluid matrix is called as the stoma. Now how does this chloroplast helps in bringing about photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction. The first thing which is received by the plant is the sunlight, which travels towards the earth, and it is captured by the green chlorophyll pigment which is present on the grana. The sunlight received is absorbed by the chlorophyll pigment, and the water entering through the roots reach the leaf in the palisade layer. The electrons given by the chlorophyll pigment to the water helps in breaking of water, and we call it to be the photolysis of water. When water breaks down, it releases oxygen and electrons. So this part of the chloroplast shows the light reaction because it is dependent on the light. The loss of the electrons is further taken into the process when carbon dioxide enters through the stomata. It reaches the stoma where already a sugar is present called ribulose biphosphate. Carbon dioxide combines with the electrons lost from the water, combines to form glucose. Some part of the glucose is converted into starch as a reserve, and some of glucose is converted back to ribulose phosphate. This is called as the light reaction. This is called as a dark reaction as opposed to the light reaction because it is independent of light. As it is accepting electrons, we call it to be reduction, or we say there is gain of electrons. So in the chloroplast we have the grana, we have the stoma. In the grana we have the light reaction, the light dependent reaction, and in the stoma we have the dark reaction which is independent of light. This doesn't mean that this reaction will take place at night. They are simultaneous reaction. There is oxidation and there is reduction. So this oxidation reduction reaction helps in production of oxygen and the synthesis of glucose. So we say that photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplasts. The chloroplasts which are present in the palisade layer of the leaf, where the oxidation and reduction reactions are taking place. Why is it called a photochemical reaction? It's because the reaction is started or induced by photons. Photons are packets of light which are present in the sun rays. So it is induced or started by the light, and the synthesis of glucose takes place because of this. So we call it to be photosynthesis or the photochemical reaction. Now if we look at the write-up part of it, that how do we show the mechanism of photosynthesis, we have to consider the structure of chloroplast where photosynthesis is taking place. The first reaction is the photolysis of water, where water gets broken down in presence of sunlight to release electrons and oxygen. That is in the grana, and the grana are the stacks of thylakoids, the coin-like structures which are present in the chloroplast, and on top of which are present the chlorophyll pigments. Now if we come back here, the first reaction is photolysis. Photolysis means, lysis means breakdown, photo means through the photons. So the first step is the breakdown of water, and the water enters into the leaf through the xylem and from the roots. So there is loss of electrons, so we call this to be the oxidation. The next step is taking place in the stoma, which is the dark reaction. Here already in the stoma is present a sugar called RUBP. Electrons are lost. The electrons which are lost by the water are here gained. So there is gain of electrons, and we call it to be reduction. Now the carbon dioxide which is moving in due to the exchange of gases, that is diffusion, to the lower surface of the leaf is getting combined in the stoma, and this reaction is independent of light by accepting electrons to synthesize glucose. This is a cyclic process. Some part of the glucose gets converted into starch as a reserve food, and some part of it is converted back to ribulose biphosphate. So the reserve food of the plant is in the chloroplast is starch. And if we sum up what is photosynthesis, photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction in which the carbon dioxide combines with water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight to synthesize glucose and release oxygen and water vapor as a byproduct. So this is the reason we say that the plants are very important, that they provide us with food, they provide with oxygen, and they give us, they help to make the environment cool. So this water is not the water taken up as such, but this is the vapor form which is lost when the plant is taking up the water from the roots for the photosynthesis. So this is in sum up the entire concept regarding photosynthesis.